Hello everyone. I want to introduce this portable typewriter from the 1980s, the Olivetti Lettera 35. It's my second Olivetti Lettera 35. My friend Imma gave it to me for my birthday. I asked her to participate in the video, but she didn't want to appear in it. So I will draw you a picture with her typewriter so you can see how she looks like. Imma used this typewriter when she was a student. I can imagine her while, with agility and diligence, she used her fingers on the buttons of this typewriter. It was much loved by the students because had a beautiful line and was fun to use. Sorry, I don't want to be misunderstood. I'm referring to the letter 35, not to him. I will rephrase the sentence. The letter 35 was much loved by students because it was sturdy, simple to use, and also suitable for professional use in small offices. Here is Imma. The drawing is perfect. She's just like that, believe me. The Olivetti Lettera 35 was produced from 1972. Like many others, it was designed by Mario Bellini. The mechanics were based on the Olivetti Lettera 32, while the design was inspired by that of the Lettera 36, an electric typewriter. The idea was to give the Lettera 35 a professional image. It's a mechanical typewriter, so it doesn't connect to the electrical network, but it works with your energy. That is, your body produces energy in the cells in the form of the ATP molecule, which is used in your muscles to move the mechanism of the typewriter. We could say that it works with the energy of your muscles, which is about 80 millivolts. So it consumes about 300,000 times less energy than a 220 volt electric machine. The ribbon is selectable black or red, but also with the position without the ribbon. This was more of a custom than a necessity, since this neutral position was used to prepare stencils for mimeograph machines, which at that times were disappearing. You can set the tabulator with this lever, and you use this tabulator with the red button. It is used to set fixed stop points on the carriage and to write numbers in a column or something like that. This is the bypass of the margin. There is nothing written on it. It is quite common. Sometimes there are 4 dots, sometimes nothing, sometimes 2 arrows, sometimes other things. In short, there is no standard. So if you press a mysterious key on a typewriter and nothing happens, it is probably the free margin. On the keyboard, as usual, the 1 and 0 keys are missing, and you have to use the I and O in their place. This happened partly out of tradition. All the typewriters almost never have them, to save some money in production, and probably out of laziness on the part of the designers. The keyboard has the Italian layout. You can recognize it by the presence of accented letters, essential in the Italian language. Otherwise, you confuse the words. For example, for non-Italians, Da means provenance, while da, there is the accent, so it is the verb to give. But there are only lowercase accented letters. To make capital accented letters, you had to use the capital letter plus the superscript, like this. In fact, as far as I know, no typewriter has ever had the character for the accented capital letter. But these characters aren't even on your PC keyboard, so things haven't changed. I've always liked the Lettera 35 a lot, and it was a very popular typewriter. When I sold spare parts in the 1980s, I sold a lot of them for this typewriter. I'm happy to have it in my collection. I have classified it as Olivetti Lettera 35 Imma. Maybe in 500 years the archaeologist who will find this typewriter will think that Olivetti made an Imma model of the Lettera 35, and they will debate this discovery for centuries. It's a pity, but I don't think I will be there. It would be fun to see it. Have a nice day.